Hello, and welcome to the CineSnobs Deep Cut, where we talk about movies, pop culture, and others. I'm here today at Game On, joined with JB Blanc. JB, how you doing?
I'm pretty good, thank you very much. It's the end of a long weekend, but I'm good.
Glad to hear it. So, some of you may know him as Kano from Mortal Kombat 11, Vander from Arcane, and a bunch of other ones. So, just a couple quick questions. Arcane has such a unique style. What was it like stepping into the role of Vander, like being a father figure with a lot of emotional weight?
Well, I'm a single dad of a teenage girl, and so that was easy to find that kind of stuff. But also, it's like with any project, if the writing's good, then my job is easier. And so it was exceptional writing, exceptional artwork. We had an idea of the concept of what it was, but we didn't know what the finished product would turn out like. But pretty blown away by the way it turned out. I have to cough, excuse me.
Oh. Don't worry, I can.
Excuse me.
Don't worry.
Excuse me. So an awesome job, and one that they don't come along very often like that. So it was pretty awesome.
Understandable. How did you approach Vander's like softer side when obviously you've been deep and like dirty characters like Caustic and Kano?
Well, I think strength comes in many forms, and I think strength can come in love. Strength can come in reliability, in solidity. It doesn't have to be a big, kind of declaration of power or strength. I think real power doesn't have to try very hard. Powerful people are usually very still and quite quiet. I think it was Gandhi said the most powerful people listen rather than talk. And so, I think once the character was written, it was that kind of feeling of calm about him that actually made him much more interesting than if he'd just been some kind of powerful bully guy.
Absolutely. How do you prepare for different roles, obviously, from Vander and to Caustic and Kano?
Really, it's talking to the writers, making it collaborative, hearing their ideas, interpreting it in the way that you think will best fit you and how you'll relate to the character. But it's really all about the writing. The writing is what tells you everything. And so I'm a big fan of studying text, really getting underneath the text and finding out what all the subtext is, as we call it.
Absolutely. What was the most technically challenging role that you've ever done, and why?
Well, there's not really one, but a lot of them are very vocally stressful. So even Warwick was vocally stressful in Arcane. Bane was quite difficult because he's got quite a kind of hard, low voice like that. So some of the voices are hard. I've got a cold at the moment, so some of the voices are harder to produce than others. But doing creature work is probably the most difficult stuff because it's the most taxing on your voice. It doesn't really matter how much training you've got; it always burns your voice out.
Yeah. And obviously we've heard a bunch of stuff, like you've worked with Jason, Reed, and everybody. What was your favorite scene to film, and who was with you in that scene?
Well, we're never with anyone in the scene. It's always, we're recording it solo, so we never recorded in the same studio together at the same time. But there are various memories that kind of come, like when Mia broke down as powder in the bridge scene. That was deeply affecting and gave me a lot to work with. I think the bit that leadership is a difficult issue in our times, and I think the bit where Vander talks to Vi about how the young ones look up to you and how it's a responsibility to be a leader. I think that was very true and felt very resonant for me.
Absolutely. What was your favorite line out of any work that you have done, and if you could give us to us?
Wow, I don't know about any work I've done, but I've got a couple of favorites from Arcane. I'll give you. Let me give you a piece of advice. Don't insult the guy who pours the drinks. That's a good one.
Yeah, that's honestly one of my favorite scenes as well. It's amazing. And just how did you start off as just doing your acting career?
Well, I was at a very stuffy English boarding school, and that was known for rugby. And there were a couple of English teachers there who were sort of, big into drama. And I just started doing plays at school. And one of them eventually said, "I think you might be an actor." He sort of said it as though it might be some sort of nasty disease that I'd caught. And he was probably right. But I started doing that. And then he suggested that I tried to join the National Youth Theatre, which is a great organisation in England. And I joined that course, and then I was told that was pretty much what drama school was like, so I decided I wanted to go to drama school. So I was very lucky to get into RADA, which is the Royal Academy of Dramatic Art, and I learned a theatre training. And the first part of my career, which acting is something you never really stop learning. You're always learning. So I'm still learning now, at 56 years old, and you never stop training. But theatre was probably the best grounding I could have got for for my training.
Absolutely. Is there any dream role that you have wanted to do, like from Spider-Man or like Superman, like something along the lines of that?
I mean, I think every actor has a hankering to do Batman or the Joker, but I always say that my favorite role is the next one, because that keeps me fresh and interesting and interested in doing something new, you know.
That's actually really amazing. Well, again, JB, thank you so much for
My
taking
pleasure,
your
my friend.
time.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.